Now, apparently a few weeks ago, the daughter of Hillary Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, was at some event talking about the
pandemic.
and how some public-private partnerships are important for future ones. This likely shocks none of you, as does the new push with Bill Gates to jab kids, but what I want to focus on here is something she said relating to trust in nurse science.
I do think, though, when you ask about the role of public-private partnerships kind of after the last few years, I think we spend so much time, understandably, focused on the mRNA vaccines and technologies. I spend a lot of time thinking about the really unfortunate, to try to use a not too judgmental word, kind of rise in not only kind of vaccine hesitancy and questioning, but outright kind of rejection of vaccines and of kind of science and the scientific kind of process, and also too often on our scientists, our epidemiologists, our frontline healthcare workers. And so I do think we need to have a much more robust conversation and sense of urgency, because I think we are less prepared today than we were arguably in January of 2020, partly because of the kind of lack of trust and confidence in not only our scientists, but in science itself, and certainly in the public health professionals. And so I think we need kind of the public sector to hopefully stop doing things like stripping away public health emergency powers from state public health agencies.
Now, yeah, questions can be asked about why the Clintons are involved with health despite being experts at nothing, but her defeated talk about the loss of trust people have in these liars after the past few years brought warm feelings to my heart.
I'm getting all emotional. Might just give you a big wet kiss.
This means that through a combination of us pulling apart the narrative and their blatant lies, they now know that a large portion of the world's population don't trust them. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like bloody good news to me. Of course, many of us warned throughout the
Pandemic.
that all these lies would destroy trust in medicine and obviously science alongside it, which right on cue has arrived, and now this trout's concerned. They know the public are pretty pissed off with what went on the past few years, and that includes people who took the jab and hid from life. Yes, even the sheep can mostly see that they got taken for a ride when scumbags like the Clintons would rather people remain compliant and ignorant. This is why the WHO is doing all it can to be the arbiter of truth online with its push against what it calls misinformation, despite obviously the fact that it spread more than most people the last few years. Now, her talking about lost trust in healthcare professionals and scientists does mean that we not only succeeded in making people think for themselves, but that the idiots pushing the agenda cocked it up so bad they lost the trust of the public for us, like I said. And as I've already said, that shit is music to my ears. I don't know about you. Of course, we should never be complacent, because these are contemptible scumbags we're dealing with here that make the devil look like a bloody saint.
We'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say will get attention this time.